Taurus, it's Ashley. Let's do your October reading. We're going to look at where you've been and where you're headed. And pull some tarot to kind of narrow down the storyline here a little bit. Keep in mind that in the month of October, we're heavily influenced by that Mercury retrograde that's going on. We'll be in retrograde until the 18th, depending on your time zone, of course. And then we will be in the post-shadow period, where we should see the pace on things kind of pick up a little bit better. Some more clarity come in, but we'll still kind of be in the feels of Mercury retrograde. Now I did do bonus readings for that, for each of the zodiacs, so I will attach that playlist to the end of this video if you are interested in checking that out. Now this reading is not going to resonate for every Taurus out there, so please be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for a full picture of what might be coming up for you. And please remember to subscribe, like the video, and leave me a comment. So let's get going here. What's going on for Taurus? These are kind of bigger cards, so I'll try and get everything on screen here. You have the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the Five of Wands, the Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Magician. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Chariot. Definitely some cards here signifying, you know, wanting to take control of something. With that Emperor showing up, there's a vibe of, you know, wanting things to move forward here, being kind of sick of waiting. And we'll talk more about that. But that's some Cancer energy showing up there. We'll see how else it's coming into play for your reading. It seems to me that this reading is just looking at it briefly without clarifying. I feel like someone here is having a look at their biological clock, wanting to, you know, kind of get settled down already. Whether it's to just get married, we have the Hierophant at the center of the spread here, or, you know, get married, have kids, just kind of get settled with a partner to kind of move things into the future here. Now, I do feel like there's some frustration associated with this, that maybe it's not been happening for you, that you've been putting in the time and effort to meet people, to, or even you may have even already met the partner that you could see yourself committing to long term, but it's not moving as quickly as you'd like it to. So let's see what we have going on here. We have the Kangaroo showing up in the past position. So it says, be a force for good. Now what this deck talks about with regards to the Kangaroo is that, you know, we know of kangaroos can be, you know, kind of fighters, like the boxing kangaroos, right? But they also carry their tiny little joeys in a pouch on their stomach. And so, like, they have this combination of being really nurturing while also being really strong here. And I think that that's kind of the space that you've been in. You've been, you know, putting in the work, putting in the love, the tender loving care, right, to something, and, you know, hoping it will grow and blossom into something even bigger. Let's see. It also talks about Lemurian crystals being a specific connection to the kangaroo. So if you have a Lemurian crystal, it recommends, you know, using that. Or you could certainly go out and buy one. I'm not selling Lemurian crystals here. I'm just saying that was part of what the book talked about on the kangaroo. We have the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. So in the past, you've attracted, or you've been working to attract and manifest with this Queen of Wands a love, a soul mate, a partner, a lover, someone that you could, you know, take into the future with you and commit on a higher level. Now with the Queen of Wands here, you know, she's extremely attractive. Gender is not specific here, but she's like magnetic. She's bringing in what it is that she desires simply by being her confident, attractive self. And it does, when I say attractive, she's physically attractive, yes, but attractive in that she is, you know, she attracts whatever it is that she wants into her life. So, sort of another way of looking at the Queen of Wands is the Magician, which is also on the board here. So she has some of those magician qualities, as does this Hierophant here, actually. In this depiction, you can see he has all the tools like that of the magician: air, water, fire, earth, and then he also has a set of wedding rings here. And so a lot of that magician quality coming through. Let's see, so could be dealing with a fire sign. We also have Gemini showing up, some water. Aries, Taurus, some more Virgo, Gemini, any of the fixed signs as well with that Wheel of Fortune. So let's see. So that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Why do we have the Queen of Wands? We have the Tower, so some Scorpio coming in there. And the Five of Wands, which is showing up here as well in the future position. So we'll see how that ties together. With the Lovers, we have the King of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So somebody here has been, for sure, waiting on a higher commitment. Now that is Taurus, Pisces energy showing up there. Let's see what else we get. Why do we have the Two of Cups? We have the Star, so some Aquarius, and the Empress, which is you, Taurus, or Libra, could be. Somebody wants growth here, big time. They're dreaming about it, they want it, They want commitment. They are waiting for their lifelong partner to show up here. And with this Queen of Wands, there's a couple things showing up here. For this, now take it as it resonates, because this is not going to apply to everyone. For this Queen of Wands, she's got the Tower and the Five of Wands here. So some pretty chaotic energy, right? For some of you, I definitely feel like you've been a little bit surprised at the level of what's going on in the dating world. Some of you may not have been doing the dating scene for a while, and you decided, okay, I want a long-term partner. It's time to put myself out there. And it's been a little bit crazy, right? For others, I feel like this Queen of Wands could actually be a competitive person for you. Like, for example, perhaps you have your eye on this King of Pentacles, or you've been waiting for this long-term partner. You feel like they show up, and then there's another person kind of in the mix that they're also dating, and that is not necessarily what you would see as good news. And for even some others, I also feel like you're in such an attractive energy here that there are so many people showing up now. At this point, it's difficult to really, like, you feel like it's almost taking up all of your time just trying to narrow it down, right? So you've been blessed with the abundance of too many suitors to choose from. So I think you're just trying to, with this kangaroo spirit showing up here in this past position, definitely looking for a long-term partner, wanting something that has growth potential, something that can be, I mean, really, essentially, you're looking for your destined counterpart here with the Star. You're ready, or you feel ready, and you're like, okay, come on now, I'm sick of waiting. But I do feel like you've been trying to really, like, if you are out in the dating scene, I do feel like you've been trying to be fair, like not overly picky, but, you know, also looking for the qualities that you need to find in someone to even match what you're hoping for. But I think for some of you, you've even kind of opened up, you know how, like, we might say, like, I only date a certain type, right? I think at this juncture, you've maybe, like, pushed the limits on what you would even consider to in the dating realm, and you've tried to be, like, an open-minded person about it, and it still doesn't seem to be gaining a whole lot of ground here. Let's look at October itself. So for the month of October, we have this Tick-Tock card, and it's in the reverse. So essentially what this card talks about in the reverse position is you feel like time's getting away from you, like it's moving too quickly, like the pressure of time, like, oh, if I don't get married and start having kids, I'm never going to be able to have them. My biological clock is ticking. You know, that those kinds of thoughts are happening here. And I know what this, it also talks about realizing that time itself, even though you're in a human form, and you may feel like your biological clock is ticking, you're not actually losing time. It talks about that divine timing is the time that you should be worrying about rather than like actual linear time. Like I'll meet my person next Tuesday at 5 p.m., right? So we have the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles. Now it could be that your Emperor is showing up. We have the Empress here wishing for her counterpart to show up, and here's the Emperor. We have the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles, so I do feel like you're in a really strong position here, Taurus. You're showing up quite a bit in your own reading as the Empress, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant here, the Wheel of Fortune. So you're definitely standing out, just like that Queen of Wands does. And I think that you're certainly got your focus on a more higher spiritual commitment from someone, not just marriage. You know, the Hierophant can be marriage, but I think you're looking for something that is much more deep and in tune with the soul, right? And this Emperor may just want to build with you with this Three of Pentacles. You might even be meeting this person at work. Doesn't have to be. So let's see who this Emperor is. Certainly some Leo energy showing up there, as the Emperor in this deck is depicted as a lion. That is also Aries energy in the typical Rider-Waite tarot. Could also be another earth sign. So let's see. Where do we have the Emperor? Ooh, la la. Ace of Wands. And the King of Wands. So this Emperor could be very well showing up as a King of Wands energy. So like I said, Aries, Leo, and now Sagittarius. Somebody who's very passionate. With this Emperor here, they're obviously also very stable within their masculine energy. And they're willing to like nurture something from the ground up. So like when the Emperor plants a seed, he takes care of it. And I would say of the kings that are in the tarot, the King of Wands is one of the ones that is willing to step outside of the typical masculine role and actually nurture and help children to grow. So, very good energy coming through there. Why do we have the Hierophant? We have the Knight of Wands. Oh my. So somebody here could very well be proposing. With that Knight of Wands energy, it could be an actual really quick proposal. So keep that in mind. If in this past position you've still been waiting for this counterpart and they show up and immediately are proposing, you know, obviously make your own choices here. But I kind of had this feeling in this past position that you maybe hadn't quite met yet. Now that doesn't have to apply to all of you, but somebody's coming in here and definitely wanting union with you. Passionate. Look at all this fire. Wand, 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 wand. Let's see what's going on with this Three of Pentacles. The Three of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. So it's interesting. With that Three of Pentacles, we're building a foundation. When you add in this new Ace of Pentacles, we now have the foundation. We have Four Pentacles. We have the solid foundation with which to build upon. And so it's like this piece that you've been waiting for arrives and helps to set the foundation for everything that comes after. So that's really lovely. If you have been waiting for a counterpart, they're coming in hot in October. So congrats on that. Let's see what's going on after October. So kind of in the future position, we have seeing beyond. So this always feels like the High Priestess card to me in this particular oracle card or oracle deck. It's the Seven Energies oracle. And you can see her third eye is a focus here. So she's using her intuition to see the future, her destiny. She actually has one of these stars in her eye here. And so we have the Five of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. So something definitely positive coming in here. I'm really curious to see what we get from that Five of Wands, as it's shown up twice now. So I'd like to dig a little bit deeper into what that is. Like, what is going on with this Five of Wands? And I want to say that on some level, you know, we were talking about the Five of Wands, like potential competition, like too many suitors. As I was kind of looking at this depiction of the Five of Wands, you can see she's got all these flowers lit up over her head, and these two butterflies are there as well. And it's kind of like she's got this crown of mushrooms, so something's been kind of growing in the dark, like a mushroom. But the saying that came to me was like kissing a lot of frogs. And so it almost feels like, in some sense, you were being trained, because the Five of Wands can be a training card. Let's see, what are we getting with that? The Seven of Wands. Uh-oh, I'm getting a delivery here. Hold on. Sorry about that, Taurus. I had some folks show up at my front door. So, let's get back to it here. With that Five of Wands, we're getting the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I'll talk about that in just a moment. With the Wheel of Fortune, we have the High Priestess. So, what were we saying here? High Priestess card of that oracle deck. And the Emperor. Intense, like, this is an intense connection. You may even find that you, as you meet this person, if you haven't already, that there is a strong intuitive connection with this person. And, you know, as you kind of have conversations and get to know one another, that kind of thing, I think you're probably going to find that their experiences were similar to yours, and that the path to get to one another was maybe even had some really synchronistic, serendipitous, events happen at similar times. It's going to be kind of one of those really interesting connections, strong connection here. Why do we have the Magician? We have the Five of Cups and the Magician. I'm actually going to get one more there. And the Three of Cups. So this could be someone that you've known from the past, actually, where there was a split up and now a return to union. I do feel like I'm wanting to say that this could easily be a twin flame connection here. What with the cards that I have popping up here, the Empress and the Emperor, but it kind of feels like some reunion energy coming in October. They may actually live at a distance from you, but I think that the both of you, with both Magicians showing up, the High Priestess twice as well, again, it's like the Magician and the High Priestess are counterparts as well. And so there's been like this deep intuitive and then this active manifestation process happening here between the two of you. I think you're both doing this together on some sort of level, a higher dimension, I would say. You may even feel that you are telepathically connected with this person. I do feel like in the past there was probably some sort of fallout between the two of you, and that brings in a lot more clarity with this Tower and the Five of Wands here with the Queen of Wands. And now I'm just now recognizing the King and Queen of Wands are right next to each other. The things we miss, right? But somebody here had to walk away from this connection. So now that everything's laid out here, I do think you've been waiting for this person to come in and offer you a solid commitment. I think they're coming in, and I think that you're going to find that the experiences that the two of you have had have been quite similar in nature. It's kind of one of those beyond this world connections here. But I do see that a reunion is coming in, and that, you know, there had to be a lot of changes because there were, you know, regrets of how this went down in the past. Wow. So let's see. In addition to the signs I've already discussed, we have Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Virgo showing up. Really all the signs coming in here, but this is quite the connection here. So I hope that was helpful, Taurus. Sorry for the interruption. I'll edit that out. Make sure you check out your Mercury retrograde reading, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.